Big Boy's
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.
Let's get uncut up in here.
It's Big Boys. Podcast.
Look at the dancing we're doing.
Yeah.
It's everything we couldn't say on the air.
Come on now.
Big Boys.
Come on now.
I'm putting baby ointment blood stuff
Now
on my
let's get
lips.
the show
Come on
started.
now. All righty now. What the
What?
French Montana is going on with these white privileged mothers?
These mamas out
Yeah,
there.
what is going on with these mothers?
Gosh, trending
real.
this morning is so crazy that this story came out. It says, the headline reads, Felicity Huffman and Laura Laughlin, I think that's how you say your last name, indicted in national college admissions scandal.
Scandal, ladies and
They
gentlemen.
bribing people to get their kids into college. Whatever happened to working hard?
Yeah, with they dumbass kids.
Oh my, right?
But they were saying they were bribing up to like millions of dollars.
One report said up to $6 million. And that, so Aunt Becky from Full House,
Yeah, man.
the actress
The
Lori
real
Loughlin,
Aunt Becky.
they said that her and her husband agreed to pay up to $500,000 so that USC allegedly would take their two daughters and put them listed as crew recruitments, like the crew
Right,
when you
crew.
row.
Damn.
They weren't even on a crew team.
Damn.
They didn't even play.
Hey man, not only does it
Wow.
make that she look bad, but the
school.
school.
To take it.
Wow.
Yes.
And my thing is, if you just cracked it open today, how many years has this been going on?
I think one of the reports they said they'd gone back so far as 2011. But I'm sure you're right. There's like even further back it's got to go. But like
That's
all these
not
people
good.
just using their money to get their kids into a college, knowing rightfully well they wouldn't get in.
That's a
on
lot
their
of money
own.
too.
Yeah.
It's already a lot to just go there, but I guess if your kid doesn't have the grades or you just want them to go to this school, but is it only USC or there's other schools listed as well?
Harvard,
Oh yeah.
Harvard.
Georgetown.
Oh,
There's like
man.
there's a bunch of other
West LA
schools.
City College not on there, is it? Because that's where I went.
Probably.
Oh
Probably.
my gosh,
They
man.
Don't
infiltrated
tell me
everywhere.
you were part of this
Nah,
scandal.
I got in
Fair
on
and
grades, and paying for my units alone.
There you go. 'Cause
West LA they pretty much let anybody in that can pay for the classes.
you ain't
That's-
got to do no cheating
Yeah,
scandal.
that's bad though.
It
That's rich people
is.
problems for real.
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, that much money,
That's
like
stupid as
between
hell.
500,000, somebody 6 million. Like you'd be better off just giving the money to your kid and having them start up a business.
Start their own business. They said investigators uncovered about $25 million in bribes.
Man, they about to flush out all these campuses.
Oh, wow. They said
The administration's
we've
about
learned
to be
Felicity
bad.
has been arrested and is presently in custody. They even arrested her.
Damn.
Damn.
locked up.
Now Felicity is from
Desperate Housewives.
yeah, that's desperate.
Felicity Huffman. She's married to William H. Macy, who's also a very big actor. He's a great actor too. He's in Shameless, right? Is that
I know
William
the
H. Macy
name.
as well? I think that is.
I gotta see his
William
face.
I
I think
don't
because
know.
Jason was saying something about him earlier too.
Macy.
Lock them up. Lock them
Lock
all
them
up,
all
man.
up.
You know what I'm saying? This
Take
is,
away their diplomas if they got them.
Yeah, man, and their degrees.
Everything.
You know, and it's
That's
crazy,
true,
man. Like
actually.
Yeah, he's in
diplomas.
and if they're caught up on some federal stuff, they need to be with Tekashi. Lock them up with
The
Tekashi
same
6ix9ine.
cell.
Yeah,
He needs
this-
company.
This is it. Don't let this be handled as it not being a crime.
Oh, you
this
know
is a
who-
crime.
You know who Aunt Becky's real husband is?
Who's that?
You know that brand from Target, Massimo?
Yeah.
Her husband started that.
Are you serious?
His name is
Man,
Massimo.
I wear Massimo.
Yeah,
I was in
I
Target
should
yesterday.
The founder, Massimo Clothing, allegedly paid $500,000 for his two daughters. Jeez, Louise, get out of here.
And Louise got caught up
You know,
too.
sorry,
Oh my
no.
God! And they got G's Louise. This is fucking crazy.
Wow.
Where does this end at?
So okay, and I think there's another part that says the indictment says the daughter was given this is for Felicity's daughter was given twice the amount of time to take the SAT as other students, and the paid proctor agreed to secretly correct her answers.
Wow.
After. So not only are you paying the school,
That's dope.
but you're paying for these SAT scores to be
That's
better.
fucking dope.
Might as well should have just had like whoever allowed them to take that test and it was correcting their thing to take the test for them. Like, why are you going to allow this person more time? And
That's
on top of that, you went and
dope.
corrected their answers. That girl must be really stupid.
It says that she received a score of 1420 on her SAT, an improvement of approximately 400 points over her PSAT.
Wow.
They must be like, girl, you smart.
Like you must have really
damn.
studied.
Yeah.
You put it
You got this
together.
together. If
How
you had the
embarrassing.
money, would you pay for that for your
Hell
kid?
no.
I would.
If I
I'd be
had the
like,
money
fuck that. I'd be like, man.
and they really wanted to go to college, I would pay for the college that they got into on their hard
Man,
work.
everybody
But
in here want the hookup. Fuck that. We go into restaurants, people give you the hookup. You
For
know.
reals, but-
Yeah,
That's
fuck
true.
that.
But now it's like
The tennis shoe hookup.
like you think about all those kids that they get, like there's a lot
Fuck
of
them
kids
other
of
kids.
minorities who like know that they like get into all these crazy colleges and they got so much backlash because they applied to too many colleges and they got in.
Yeah,
there was
that is
always
true.
and now these kids are like paying to get in and paying for their scores to get falsified.
Hey,
and
and
like,
Charlamagne would say white privilege.
for reals?
You know what I'm saying? White
But it
privilege.
really
Money
is.
privilege too.
Alrighty, yeah, believe that. Alrighty, now what's going on with this Lisa Van Allen?
Okay, so Lisa Van Allen is one of R. Kelly's alleged underage girlfriends, and she came out and she had an interview with Vlad TV, and
What up, Vlad?
she said that not only was R. Kelly having sex with Aaliyah, but that he was also hooking up with Aaliyah's mom.
Oh man, this is some. This is that. What's that?
Abducted in Plain
Sight.
Sight.
Yes. He
If y'all
said-
haven't seen Abducted with Plain Sight, man,
Go do
watch that. If I mean,
And then tell us.
yeah.
So apparently he was having relationships with Aaliyah's mom while Aaliyah was asleep. She said he actually stayed in their home in Detroit, and her mother was actually sexually attracted to him as well. And he said that when Aaliyah went to sleep, he would go in the living room, and then him and her, meaning the mom, would do sexual acts on the couch while Aaliyah was asleep in the bedroom.
Damn.
And then she also said that Aaliyah was pregnant when R. Kelly and Aaliyah got married.
Oh man.
So that's a lot. She
But you know
confirmed
what,
a
though?
story that we had already heard. I didn't hear about the pregnancy part.
How
I've
much
heard
of
on and
this
off.
do you believe and how much do you not believe?
It really-
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially since I watched this Abducted in Plain Sight and see how some of these people could be predators and the movements that they make, I don't know.
Yeah, it really sucks. But I was having a discussion with my friend because she brought up Leaving Neverland. Is that her name?
Leaving
the
Neverland.
name of it with the whole Michael Jackson? And she's like, "Well, what do you think about this?" And I told her, I was like, honestly, one, I couldn't finish watching the episode because it was just too slow for me. But I believe the victims, and I don't have to watch it just because it's just been so long of repeated ongoing stories. I was like, but in the case of Michael Jackson, unfortunately, he is not here. He is not here. R. Kelly is. But from all of this, I hope that the learning lesson is that holding parents accountable.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if
in
this
some
is true.
capacity. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? A predator and a pedophile, a predator is going to be a predator.
I don't.
And then sometimes you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to blame the victim, but you got to go another layer.
But come on, like
of defense.
like one of these moms on the Michael Jackson thing, she's talking about like, yeah, and so I let him in there with Michael, and because they told me that Michael was like a 9-year-old boy, like, nah, broad, like you got to be a little bit smarter than that,
Yeah.
like a grown ass man, like with your child,
what,
like.
but with Michael on some of the things, they didn't have all the receipts because some of them it was first hands on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now
they were one of the first ones that it
Yeah,
happened
when
to.
you look back and you say, "Oh man, I wouldn't do that." We can sit here and say we wouldn't, and as a parent, I wouldn't. But now I have even more receipts. You know what I'm saying?
So
Some
is
of
it-
these parents were first on, and
Yeah.
they got caught up in the bullshit.
Well, yeah, they were
So
hypnotized
He's a
by his
kid.
power.
He's like a kid. He's like and I'm like,
So it's interesting
man.
to see the people who still want to be around R. Kelly with all the receipts that are around in the
Mm-hmm.
stories. You just wonder, why would you potentially still put yourself in a situation that could?
Yeah, like even one of the kids that it was like one of our, I don't know if she's still in, being held up, but when they went to the concert, the one that went with her parents, and he had already had a situation, and they let their daughter still, go on tour, and you know what I'm saying?
So like if Michael were still around today and this documentary came out, and then if there were still parents who would put their children next to him that in that
There
situation
would.
and allow him to sleep next
there
to
would still be some.
there
would still be,
definitely
you would be like,
And even when there were some that when the last not guilty and going to
Yeah.
court, it was still people that was like, going and letting their
Yeah.
kids spend the night, so on and so forth.
I'm pretty sure that it's still going on now. Not necessarily, obviously, with like either R. Kelly, like that. It's currently happening with. I know so many of my friends that had come out here because they wanted to be stars, and like some of their ages.
see
I'm
it
like,
every
how
day.
did your parents allow you to do that? Like what? Because they get so caught up in this idea, and they're willing to risk all of these things. But then, like years later, when you realize what happened, now I'm not blaming the kids.
Nah.
I am to some degree holding the parents accountable
You got
because
to.
you are the parent, you are the protector at the end of
It's
the day.
a village, and if you believe in teamwork,
Yeah.
make the dream.
Yes.
Like you can't just say this person. There's
Yeah.
one that you can say they are really responsible and they're held accountable.
Yes.
And this person, if it's R. Kelly, this person is a monster, so on and so forth. But also, we do have to say, everybody needs to be careful.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to be held accountable because maybe they paid a little bit more tuition into the school of experience for me, but my daughter wants to be, I want to have a YouTube channel. My daughter dances and everything. So I would have to even be careful even more so because now I have other receipts and there's been tuition that's been paid into the school of experience where I could even say even more so like, no, that's not going to happen.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm going to take her to an audition. No, you're not. No, I'm
Right.
going to like, no, you're not. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be held accountable
Yes.
for my daughter's well-being as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
definitely.
So, and if you saying I'm going to send my daughter out on tour, then whose dream is this? Is it hers or is it yours?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to do this.
Yeah, it's so crazy. You know what? I was thinking about this. Like, I've gone even to doctor's appointments where I had a male doctor, and even with that, like, they won't leave me in a room with just my male doctor. Like,
Right.
there's always a female nurse or somebody else
Yeah.
there.
And it's
like,
a new sign. It's a new.
and
It's,
it's
a
like-
new. It's a different sign
as
of
a
the time.
parent,
It's a
how do
new
you
day.
just leave your kid with this adult? Like,
Have
what?
you seen this Abducted in Plain Sight?
I couldn't get into it. I
Oh
tried.
my gosh, man!
It's so mind-boggling.
I was just like, wait, what?
It's just like I don't know how
It's
didn't.
almost unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is. It
Like-
was hard.
like,
it was hard for me to
if
actually
this
turn
wasn't
it
a
off.
documentary, if it was written as a movie, you wouldn't believe it.
For reals.
Because even as a documentary, you won't believe
You'd
it.
be like, that
Have you
would
seen
never
it, Daniel?
happen.
Oh my gosh, man!
Go.
I'm
do
just like,
yourself
how? When the parts of it that I did watch, I was like, what?
Yeah,
and it gets
man.
even
I can't.
crazier.
And also to Conor McGregor, man, stop starting trouble in our country.
Boy.
Why was he drunk? Was he upset?
Yeah,
Like,
lock
5
him
a.m.?
up. Lock him up. Lock him up. No, you
Throw
know what
it
it is,
in.
man? He just got caught up again. You know what I'm saying?
And
I guess
again,
there was a
yeah.
fan that wanted to take a picture with him, and Conor McGregor got upset, snatched the phone, threw it down, stomped on it. And maybe the fan was being an asshole or being too much. You know what I'm
Possibly.
saying? And it did get him upset because sometimes people could be pieces of shit to
Yeah.
some of those celebrities. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he didn't want to take a picture, whatever.
But they wanna
was
try
up-
them.
was going on with Conor McGregor at the time. But he did get caught up again.
Yep.
He just cleared probation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
guy.
He's in this country. If anybody else was here and it wasn't Conor McGregor
Yep.
and he wasn't from, where's he from? Ireland or something?
I think so.
You
He's
know what I'm
Irish,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
He's Irish.
it would be a problem if he was from like
It sure
Mexico.
would.
He's wearing
Trump would be tweeting about it
Haiti, or
immediately.
you know what I'm saying? So lock him up.
the shirt he
Throw
Get him out of the
wearing
country.
when this all happened and he's walking out. It's like a newspaper shirt, and then it says, "When I say something, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Conor McGregor is back."
Oh, really though?
It's just funny.
That's what it
Hilarious.
says on the shirt.
That's what, it's like a screen print of a
Right.
newspaper, and that's like the headline.
He don't have the lock him up shirt?
No, you don't have.
Oh,
to
okay.
look it up.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's being printed now.
Yeah, man. Like, he already threw that dolly through the bus.
Right.
You know what I'm
control.
saying? He protected himself on the fight with Habib when he
Yeah.
when he jumped out the ring. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, smashing someone's phone.
Well,
you know.
just walk away, man. Just walk away.
Well, you're gonna have to walk away to jail now. We're gonna keep our eye on this one. Yeah, do his little
Locked up.
Conor McGregor strut. We're gonna go ahead and get on out of here,
Let's
man.
go.
Ida is dealing with some
Yeah,
skin
oil
issues or something over there.
control. It's too oily.
Yeah, so
I
I'm
use-
going to leave on that note.
Thank
Alrighty?
you.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with us. Uncut Style, Big Boys
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.